Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 1971 World Series that I'm replaying between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Baltimore Orioles. We are in Game 6, and we're into the top of the 7th inning. Jim Palmer started, still in the game, and he has faced 24 batters. Allowed 1 run and 5 hits, so he's still in the game. His fatigue level is yellow. Over here, I've got some new stuff going on. He allows 61% stolen bases. Elrod Hendricks only 41%. So to steal, I'm using a manual steal system. You have to roll the two D10s at 48% or less. Now, I do give an increase of 5% if they have a 10 on their card, and for every 11, a 10% increase. And if you're slow, you get a 10% decrease. So this is pretty cool. I've implemented the stolen base percentage for the starting pitcher and the catcher. And here is the battery for the Orioles. Jim Palmer allows 61%, Elrod Hendricks 41%. And so you can steal on them 48% on the D10 rolls. So here's how we got to Game 6. It's going along pretty much as the actual series went. And this was game 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and these are your winners right here. So haven't had a repeat pitcher win yet. And I'm keeping stats of the replay versus the actual, and I'll be posting those. But here we are. That was the last game. And here's today's game. It's Manny Sanguillen up to lead off the top of the 7th against Jim Palmer. Roll 21, and that's a fly out to right field for Manny Sanguillen. Brings up Jackie Hernandez, the Pirate shortstop. He pops it up to the catcher. Here, actually, I'll turn the rolls on here so you can see. And we're going to have a pinch hitter for Bob Moose, and I'll get a re-roll there. Victava Leo has already pinch hit, so this time it'll be Gene Kleins. Just making a little note for myself here. So this will be Gene Kleins batting for the pitcher spot. You got to roll 54, so he flies out to right field. That was Palmer made quick work of the Pirates, 1, 2, 3 in the 7th. And let me get a new pitcher out here to relieve Bob Johnson. Okay, we're going to have Dave Gaesti come in to kind of go along with the actual game. You can see that they used Bob Moose, Bob Johnson, Dave Gaesti. I had to remove Bob Moose after the what was it, second inning. He allowed this big inning here. The Orioles got 6 runs in that second inning. That's all their runs right there. You can see all that. So leading off the bottom of the 7th is Merv Retman, and he's got a 44, and that is a base hit single with a 7. And I do use a floating pitcher's index. That's what these rolls are, based on their fatigue color. It'll float their pitcher's grade up or down. And I have dice that represent that as well, but we're using the on-screen displays of the dice right now. So we have Merv on first, Brooke Robinson with a 51, that's a 9. And Gaesti's fresh, so he goes down 1 from a B to a C. So against the 9, that will serve him favorably. It's a ground out, and the runner advances. So Brooks is out on a ground out, but he moved the runner to second base. Brings up Elrod Hendricks with a 24. He strikes out. And the blade, Mark Belanger, flies out to center field. So go to the top of the 8th. And Jim Palmer will remain in the game, hanging in there with his fatigue yellow. You can see his fatigue number is an 8 down here. He will go down to red when that puppy hits 5, I believe. So to lead off the top of the 8th will be Dave Cash. He's got 2 hits today, 2 for 3. He's got a 16, so he grounds out to the shortstop. Richie Hebner's up with a 44. That's a base hit with a 7. Puts him on first base. Roberto Clemente. He strikes out on a 24. And then Willie Stargell with 2 outs, and he strikes out with a 24. So fairly quick work for Palmer in the top of the 8th. He's kind of cruising. And he will lead off the bottom of the 8th. Think about this. We're going to pinch hit. Hold on. Okay, so going right along with how the actual game went, Tom Chopay will be pinch hitting. You can see he pinch hit there for Palmer. In the actual game, Palmer went 9 innings. This game went extra innings, obviously. Gave up 2 earned runs. And here's the line on Palmer right now. Started the game 8 innings, 1 run, 6 hits, 2 walks, and 7 Ks. Let's see how he did there. He had 5 Ks with 1 walk and allowed 1 run. I believe that was, no, 2. Okay, so Tom Chopay will lead off the bottom of the 8th. He's got a 24, and that is a fly out to left field. Brings up Don Buford. And trivia question, if I ever get to talk to Jim Palmer, what does he and Don Buford have in common with their names? They both have the middle name Alvin, A-L-V-I-N, very close to my middle name. Okay, so Don Buford with a 31, that's a 9. He's facing Dave Giesti, who is green. So he goes down 1 from a B to a C, and that served him well. Because against the C, that is a pop fly out to the third baseman on that PRN of 9. So going down a grade helped him there. I love my floating pitcher grades. Davey Johnson's up with a 56, and that will be a strikeout. All right, we're going to the top of the 9th. It does not look like the Pirates are going to do anything to pull this one out. Pat Dobson's coming in to pitch. Already got him in there. And on the inning, 3 outs for the O's to win this one. Al Oliver will lead it off with a 25. That's an 8. Pat Dobson's green. He goes up 1 from a B to an A. So that will be a flyout, I believe, for an 8 against an A. To pop out to third base. Brings up Bob Robertson. 14 will be a flyout to left field. And down to Manny Sanguine with a 12, and that's a ground out on a 12. Ground out to third base, actually. That is the game, folks. So anyway, you got to see a little bit of what I'm doing, what I got going on here. Giesti finished up for the Pirates. He pitched 1 inning. And then I can just look right here and reference what I need to put in there. And that allowed no runs, 1 hit, 2 Ks. No, yeah, 2 Ks, and I screwed that up. And just back up a little bit. He allowed 1 hit, 2 Ks. What am I doing? He allowed 1 hit. Oh, I'm missing the walks. No walks, 2 Ks, and he faced 7 batters. And Pat Dobson will not get a save, but he did pitch 1 inning, He allowed no runs, no hits, no walks, no Ks, and faced 3 batters. This Excel sheet is got a lot going on, so it's a little slow right now. So the loss will go to the Moose. Jim Palmer will get the win. And get rid of this. Over here, after each game, I can just copy and paste the interpretation of what went on here. This tallies up all the hits and RBIs and statistics, basically my box score from what happened here and here. So I can just copy and paste this into my statistics. So for the Pirates, for instance, I'll just copy that and go to my Pirates area here. Actually, I just want to paste. Actually, I don't want to do that. And then it will update these numbers. And from here, I am going to add it to the numbers that they already have so far. Values, add. So this is all the stats now for the Pirates. And for the Orioles, I just copy their stuff and go up here, paste that. And then grab this and add it to the values that they already have so far. And now we have all the batting statistics added for the Orioles. And you can actually compare and look at replay results. So that was a 6-1 win for the Orioles. And Jim Palmer got the win, and he'll be 1-1. Looks like he lost game 2 up here. Oop. Bob Moose, does he have anything yet? No, this is his first loss or win. And then you can see what the stats look like right now. Through 6 games, actual was 326 at-bats. Oh, you know what? That's not updated yet. Let me get the pitcher stats in, and that'll update that information. Okay, I've already updated the Pirates pitchers. I'm going to update the Orioles pitchers with this game's statistics. I just need to copy and paste. But I'm doing a paste special so I can add the values to their current stats. And then I just need Pat Dobson. And Pat Dobson. Paste special, values, add. Okay, so now I have both teams at 3-3. So if we go to the front page now, the stats will be updated. Through 6 games, this is what the replay has in gray, and through 6 games of the actual right here. So this is APBA Baseball at its best, people. Look at this. They got the average within 9 points, the slugging percentage within 20 or so, 30. And here's some pitching stats down here. Walks, Ks, ERA, and WHIP. Pretty darn good through 6 games of a World Series. So anyway, we'll move on to Game 7 at Memorial Stadium in Baltimore and see how this replay turns out. Maybe my O's can pull this one out and create a new reality for this 71 meeting of the Pirates and the Orioles. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the forums. Yeah.